Hello, welcome everyone to the stream. And look who's back, Matt's back.
Hello, everyone.
uh,
Clipped off the top.
there you go, that's a bit better. So, we are streaming, to, just check with the sound, see if the sound's okay. Just let us know if the sound's all okay.
Oh, dear. How is everybody anyways? Everyone good?
Yeah,
Sorry, Jamie, carry on.
that's alright. So, we got class 76, I think it is, on the Woodhead. And this scenario is a delivery to deep car. So we've got good morning driver, you're a deep car in charge of a loaded steel train for Warrington Appley, which you will be driving as far as Guidebridge. Your signal should be clear after a late running Huddersfield DMU has passed. Seek permission if you have not got clearance. There goes the DMU. There we go.
Nice. What are we driving here then?
So we have got one of these.
It said after 9:10.
Yeah, 910. Yeah.
Oh, I love these things.
BR blue ones. There you go. Double-headed.
Well, anything that's BR blue gets my vote, but it's a 76. 76 is great.
There you go.
Sounds good. Matt is a little loud. That's just my normal voice in NJ Transit.
I'll just turn him down just a tad. See if that's better. Right. So
Yeah, I had a cold last week. It completely knocked me out. I had to stay in bed all on Tuesday. Just I haven't had a cold like that in so long.
Right, put it into forward. Now, I put it into par. Is that the right one to go into?
I think so. And I think you can use serial, to get started. Oh, well, it's been a long time since I've driven this one.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with it.
The other thing you want to do is look up a bit.
Yeah.
If you look up a bit, there's a couple of there's a switch that I can't remember where it is, which puts it into so that only drives the rear bogies or rear axle on the lead bogie or front axle or something like that. Stops the lifts. Never mind. Just keep going. I can't remember where it is.
I can't remember. I'm still learning how to use this. I was just like, okay, now what do I do? Because there's like this.
Ed has confirmed. Yes, we should be starting in series. We start moving in series. Oh, it's that. Sorry, it's that one that's looking up and right. If you power down and you flick that switch so that it's facing down right.
Which one? This one?
No, power that one off, and then there's a switch, not that one. It's not the clear call switch. It's remembering I'm about 20 seconds behind you on the stream.
So I've got clear call switch there.
Yeah. Yep. Not that one. It's to the bottom right of the clear call switch.
Bottom right. It's with this one. This is weight transfer switch.
That's it. It's weight transfer. You want to switch the weight transfer switch on.
So up like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can apply power, and as you speed up, it'll naturally turn itself off later on. But it means that because there's a lot of power on these things, and what happens is as you accelerate, it can lift the front of the bogie up.
Yeah.
And the weight transfer switch adjusts things so that it doesn't do that when you're just starting off. Ed, remind me, what is the speed we switch parallel? Lights.
Yeah, I've got to do marker lights. So is this like this will be like a freight service, won't it? So it'll probably be, I'm not sure with electrics and diesels.
Ed says we switch over around 25 to 30 miles an hour.
Right. How does that do? Is that right? Tell me if that is right or wrong.
No idea. Not a clue. There's lights on the front. It's good enough. It doesn't say passenger train, so we're on for a winner.
Yeah.
Maria, do you know what train cab was featured on today's waiting screen? That, I believe, is the DMU that comes with TS 2021, which I can't remember the class of off the top of my head.
Yeah. And someone's already asked for the Star Wars horn. You can't do it in this one. Yeah, Matt, I don't know if you caught up on that, but we were doing Star Wars themes on horns last
Nice.
couple of streams. Here goes another 76 passing.
This is such a nice route. The original one was good, but the Blue one was even better, and not just because it's Blue.
It's amazing when you actually see the changes that happened. The fact that if you have both routes and looking at the differences in between what happened, you know, what they got rid of, certain sidings, and some they were up from 4 tracks down to 2, and you can actually see that's been implemented where they've taken it all away. It's really, really well done.
Yeah. If you cut your power a minute and then go and switch that weight transfer switch off.
Yeah.
You're not getting any. Apparently, when you're in when your weight transfer switch is on, you don't get any. Weak field doesn't do anything.
Oh, switch. That's better. There we go. Yeah, because there seems to be R's and then there seems to be weak field, which I was a bit confused about.
Showing a look at the chat. The DMU in the waiting screen is the DBBR 648, says Derek. Thank you very much, Derek.
So I'm over 28 now, so I should go over to parallel, shouldn't I?
Yes. Cut your power.
We're off.
Tube fan, how does swapping to borderless will happen? I'm not sure how that will help you. So to go into parallel, you must pause in notch 1 or notch 1 for around 2 seconds to get into transition. So drop back down into notch 1 then.
So I'll put it back into series. Turn the power off. Put it back into that.
Notch 1.
Notch 1. That.
Give it a couple of seconds. And then apply the power. Gently up.
Yeah.
Oh, you keep overblowing the overriding it. You're going too fast.
Ah,
Drop it back down again.
Yep.
You see the you see your 4 needle gauges you've got there.
Yep.
You need to watch that right hand one as you bring the power up. So if you now bring the power up gently.
Like that. Yep.
Yeah, you're now bringing power on. That's it. I wouldn't probably go any more than that right now. You're going up a 1 in 120, so you're not going to get a lot. But as you speed up, so those needles will come back down again, and you can apply more power.
Right. Okay. You see, this is what I did do it, and I managed it, but I'm still learning how to use this one properly.
Oh, your brakes are on 13%, or is that just the hold position?
I think that's the running, so they're off because it goes into running. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yes, brake pipe over 70s.
Oh, Tube fan, borderless giving better frames is a hit and miss on different machines. Some machines get better with borderless, some actually get worse with borderless. It's really odd, to be honest.
That is odd, yeah.
Barry Chen, this is Woodhead in blue, the newer version of the Woodhead line,
Yeah.
not the steam and black train zero.
This would be just before closure, wouldn't it? In theory.
I imagine so. Yeah, I don't know an awful lot about the line, to be fair. Hey, Paul Train Spotting, how are you doing?
Sparks coming off the top now.
Oh, it's lovely. Let's check your power settings to see if we can get a bit more power on. Just gently up, one notch at a time.
Yeah, because you've got the field here and then the armature there. The amps.
Yeah, you just want to make sure, because if you hit it up to the top, then it'll cut it to avoid damaging it.
Ah. So you've got to be careful with it.
Well, in theory, same as any train, you shouldn't overdo the amps. You run the risks of, or the reality of burning out the traction motors.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can get a bit more power on there now. There we go. That's it. Just keep an eye on that. As you accelerate, you see the needles come down relatively quickly.
Yeah. So this line's coming down.
So is everyone taking part in the livery designer competition, the autumn-themed livery designer competition? And whether you are or you aren't, are you having a look at the forum posts? Because I'll tell you what, there are some stunning things being created. Absolutely stunning.
Binary says he's looking forward to my entry. Oh dear, I don't think I could get as good as some people have. I must admit, there's been some amazing entries, really, really good.
The extent of my graphical capability is I'd have a yellow train with some brown writing that said ORTUM. Autumn Rail.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be winning many prizes. That's just me, though. Blows me away seeing what people create with the delivery editor.
Yeah.
Really, really does. Yeah, get a bit more power on there now. Danny made a Tigger stripe tube train.
Is it going to be as bouncy? Could you bounce off the floor and you jump up and down?
Ratifus, there was a roadmap update stream yesterday with Sam and Adam, and the appropriate articles went out on the forums and the Dovetail Live website. Is it normal FPS on this route? I don't think so, Sarah. It runs better on mine. I think Jamie's machine is just having a bit of a struggle for some reason.
Yeah, it's for some reason with TS at the moment it has had a bit of a flop, so it's not been too happy with things.
Overspeeding.
Yes, yeah, I am, aren't I? Let's get a nice shot and then I'll put the power down a bit. Good thing is we're on a gradient, so I can just...
Oh, I see what you mean, Ratifus. I know they were talking about that today. I don't think it's happened today. I think it's going to be tomorrow. The East Coast Ways 377 doesn't have SDO, no. Sorry, I think, remember right, the SDO button, one of the buttons will only open 4 carriages on the leading unit, rather than all 8 carriages or something like that, but it's not proper SDO, no. I do like a bit of Cravens. Keep an eye on your ammeter before you mess with the throttle, just so that you can keep an eye on what's going on in the train.
Yeah, I think my ammeter's okay. Yes.
Mr. Henry Wallace, nose is a blue 5.
It's amazing that some of these were still being used up to quite recently, weren't they? Sort of 76s, because they went over to the Netherlands, didn't they?
One was, yeah, I think it was one. I think went over to the Netherlands. There was a trial. Man, we need to find out where your machine's running so badly.
I really, it has had a blip. It is really odd. I ran this early today, it was fine. Turned off the lights inside, see if hello, I'm speeding again.
Dear oh dear, I never speed. I always stay within the speed limits. Old locomotive. Yeah, so this is a BR Class 76. Let me just get you some statistics. The BR Class 76, known as the EM1, or Electric Mixed Traffic 1, is a class of 1.5 kilovolt DC Bobo electric locomotive designed for use on this line. Original prototype was completed in 1941. Most of the production was 1950 to 1953, and there were 58 produced. And the last scrappages, according to this, were 1981 to 1983. There is one in preservation, 26020.
In
which
the
is a
NRM.
crying shame. Yeah, I think so. Yes. 26020 in the NRM in black livery.
Signal boxes on stilts.
There's some really interesting signal boxes on this route, from what I remember.
Probably because I'm too low down in speed now.
Yeah, I would cut your power. Put it in series. Put it in notch 1. Just leave it in notch 1. There you go. Power's coming on. So you should be able to apply power now. Just gently bring it up so that you keep an eye on what that's doing.
Yeah.
Radio silence must be concentrating hard. Yeah, absolutely. Driving trains, you know, it's not just a game, you know.
It's like you're literally earning driving lessons here, basically. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or not driving lessons, you know.
That
Well,
is
depending on
very
how you look at it. Binary Bunny just set the speed limit according to his preference. Indeed, the speed limit is what I says is, and therefore I am never speeding.
Another massive signal box up here as well. Another one on stilts. Plus 25 there as well. See what the shed is. 51L, there you go.
Where are the wagons from? I don't know where the wagons are from.
Oh, the wagons. They're a marketplace one.
Ah, okay. The BBAs.
Yeah, YHR? YHAs, I think.
YHAs.
BRAs, I think it says on there. Yeah.
Jer Sharp, I saw one of the Dev Diary videos last night and you looked so young. I still do! What are you saying?
I mean, you can see the change here, look. Station here, look, you've got all the... where there would have been a lot of roads in there.
Mmm.
Station is...
What are the differences between the C40 and the AC4400 you're debating whether to get it because it looks the same? It looks the same, but like most American trains, it looks the same until you look closely, and then it's actually quite different. It's a completely different cab internally. It's got the different trucks or bogies, depending on which nation's phrases you wish to use. It's got lots of details, like the grills and the fan and so forth down the sides are all different. You'd be surprised how many differences there are. Yes, it's fundamentally the same shape, but that's actually a design intention in the States. They use standard cabs, and whether it's the standard cab like you see on a GP38 or the SD40 or something like that, or the one like the AC4400, which is what they call a comfort cab, which is the same sort of cab you'll find on lots of different classes of locos, but really that's where the similarities end. And the things you need to be looking at are the vents on the side, fan grills, look at the trucks, look at the fuel tank. You'll see, and that's where you'll start to see actually they're really quite different. You see, it becomes a lot easier to see which one is which. The C40 fundamentally is a less powerful locomotive than the AC4400. It's the younger sibling of the AC4400, so it's not as beefy. And having the old style controls and dials and so forth is different than having the modern screens that you've got in the AC4400 as well. Common design with internal difference. Yeah, exactly. It's the same structure, the same sort of hull, if you like, and then they just put the bit in the middle that internally that's they want to put in there.
Now we're in series, there we go. Parnell series.
It's in parallel.
Parallel, yeah. I love the weathering on them as well. See all the weathering on them. If you zoom in like that, you see the weathering on the roof as well.
Who is the author of this scenario? What's the name of it?
Something Dragon 32? Green Dragon 32.
Green Dragon. Ah, yes. Played many of his scenarios. Sean, I'm probably not the right person to ask for recommendations like that. What I would strongly suggest you do is, I believe we're going to be showing it in a release stream, and watch videos and make a decision. Talk to other people that do get it and see what you think. I've been enjoying it, but ignore me. No such thing as a clean 76. Nope, they came out of the washer dirty.
Yeah. They went in dirty and came out dirty. There you go.
Yeah.
Getting some speed on now.
I think you've summed up the difference quite nicely between the AC4400 Nico and the C40-W. Yep, so different gubbins. I think sums it up perfectly.
I think you can actually see here where they used to be, so you can see where there used to be like 4 tracks, 3 or 4 tracks here. Like.
Yeah, I really like the when you've got a camera high up like that, and you can see like the rolling hills and the fields marked out and so forth. It just looks, it captures the area so nicely.
All very heavily graded line as well. Keeps you on your toes. Oh, we got sparks again. People are asking for the longest. I wouldn't know how to say the longest station name. I think I'll get very, very stuck.
If I say it, I will probably actually say something really rude in Welsh and upset people. I'll say it wrong, so I'm not going to try. My son can say it and spell it, but I can't because I'm not as good as him.
76. Down with empties.
He'll remind you of Windows XP. Yeah, I totally agree. I get that. We've got 77 on Steam as well, if I remember rightly, the other one that ran with us. 77 is a Coco version of the 76, if memory serves. Otherwise known as the EM2.
Too much power into it.
Yeah, you're not applying power. Oh, it's coming up. It is coming up.
just put too much power in, and it just could have.
Oh, in which case you're going to have to cut it back all the way and then really reset it.
Yeah, that's what I've cut it all the way back. It's worse when you're going uphill.
Yes. What county are you in? We're in Kent. Well, I'm in Kent. Where are you? You're in Kent as well, aren't you?
No, I'm in Norfolk.
You're in Norfolk. Ah.
I'm in Norfolk. You can tell by the accent.
Well, I grew up in Suffolk.
Yeah.
It's a real farmy stream.
Yeah.
We both got our combine harvesters. Except that was nothing like a Suffolk accent, so that was more West Country. Never mind.
I think I've dropped so low, I'm going to have to put it into...
I'm upset. I'm upset, Mr. Powell. Careful, Rob. I'll go and get a cheap Cornish pasty from Tesco's and tell you how much better it is than the proper one. I know this isn't to do with Quincy. What is the Wally event? You will find out. But Wally, because they can't do a normal show because of the COVID times, they're doing a stream instead. So pop on and get the details from the Wally virtual website and join and have fun and let us know what you think. I'm excited to see what the rest of it looks like.
Always like looking at layouts, seeing what's people's brilliant layouts. Has anybody been making a little layout for lockdown, and what sort of interesting modelling have you been doing during lockdown? I mean, have you even been making routes and tiers in Train Simulator?
I've started planning one.
Have you? Ah.
Yeah, I've started planning one. It's the first route I've ever actually made. So obviously it's long and complicated because I'm completely clueless. So yeah, it's called the Tayback Railway.
Nice.
It should be fun. It's odd because it's sort of out in the sticks, kind of up in the mountains a bit, but it's actually the equivalent of BR-189 electric locomotives on hauling passenger trains. So it's should be really interesting.
There you go. Here's an example of a closed station. There you
Yeah, with weeds.
go. We've got weeds growing through it now. Obviously, you can see where there would have been sidings as well here.
Nigel, when is the Wally stream? It's Sunday, if I remember rightly. Is that right, Jamie?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday for the Wally stream. Wally, for those that don't know, Wally is a model rail exhibition. It's one of the biggest. I think it's the biggest in England at least.
Yeah.
It's usually held in the Birmingham National Exhibition Centre, the NEC, and we generally will attend that exhibition. But obviously, they're not doing the exhibitions. So they're doing a virtual exhibition, at which we are participating in. So come along, join and watch. Enjoy the rest of the Wally event, and it's see what this new era of virtual model railway exhibitions is, and see how they go down as a variation than the real ones. You can't beat seeing the trains in person, but you know what? It also means that so many more people will be able to enjoy the exhibition quality that Worley offer,
Yeah.
because anyone can go. You can, as long as you've got access to the internet, you can come along essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I've done... I can't remember how many Wallies. Oh, and the thing is, you aren't going to get everybody pushing for the backman stand now, are you? Has anybody seen that at Wally? Like, literally, you'll be standing there at the doors and everyone runs. Where do they all run to? 9 times out of 10, it's to the backman stand. Yeah.
It's always a good show, but it's very crowded. Although in the last a good few years ago now, they changed hall and it made a huge difference.
Yeah.
There's a lot more room in it now. It used to be it almost verging on unpleasant experience because it was so crowded. But the new hall they've been using it for a good number of years now. That's made it a lot nicer.
I've been since... Oh, I think it was when the Grange went in there. Was it the Grange possibly went? So that was the first one I went to. It was quite a while ago now. JWOL Photography 24. Jamie, what heritage railway are you a volunteer of? That's the North Norfolk Railway I'm a volunteer at.
About a 45-minute scenario, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Thelonious asked a question earlier. Thelonious, sorry, what did you say? There you go. Are all the steam trains in TS 2021 hard to drive, or is there a way to drive them when you don't really know what you're doing? So what I would suggest, if you don't know what you're doing with steam engines, drive the Great Western ones that come in Riviera in the 50s, because they have a driver assist function, which will pop up various instructions as you go, saying, you need to do this, you need to do more of this, it's time to do that. So you get guided on what you're doing. Once you get the hang of it and you start doing the right things, it means that actually it'll say less and less, where if you drive a steam engine correctly, then this driver assist, you'll never even see it. But if you get anything wrong, like, forgetting to put water in, I've never done that, then it will pop up a message saying, you should probably put some water in right now.
Yeah.
But the more common
mistakes... You should probably put some water in now before you blow up.
The other thing that you need to do is... kind of common mistakes for driving steam engines are not pulling the cutoff or reverser back to the centre or towards the centre, and not putting the brakes back into a running or lapped position. And again, the driver assist will help you with that as well. It will say you need to do, it'll give recommendations. If you just follow those instructions as it pops them up, and because it's not in a scenario, it's anything you use the Riviera locos on. Because the functionality of the system is built into the loco itself, then you won't necessarily be driving it the most efficiently it can be driven, but you'll be able to drive it, which is, you'll get the idea and then you'll get better at it and you'll learn to perfect it. Trainboy says, and also don't forget to close the firebox when going into a tunnel where you might lose all your hair like Matt did. Well, thanks, Trainboy.
Thought I'd quickly show the map. I know someone has asked if I've driven a real train. Yes, I have. I've actually driven about 20, I think, altogether, the last time I counted. That goes from narrow gauge 2 foot to standard. I've driven more standard than narrow gauge, though. Here's an interesting one. So these are the Woodhead tunnels. There you go. Look, there's the original, and there's the...
Yes.
original station and the original tracks going further down. Got a long trek in the tunnel now.
At one point, there used to be a signal box halfway down this tunnel.
Really?
Yeah, the signal one would climb. I think the way what it was described to me is they would climb down an enormous ladder to get down to the signal box.
Ooh.
I think was the way it used to work. And you can imagine how inhospitable it was being stuck in a dark tunnel all day. So in the end, they got rid of it, and they got rid of the whole tunnel.
Yeah. I bet you know, you'd be sitting there and thinking, oh, you know, I'll have a lovely job today, and then you get your work bill and you go, oh no, oh, just no. See, any signal box, any other signal box, just not that one.
Well, that was part of the problem about being kid. It was, you know, they'd keep the windows closed, but it was horrible. It was horrible down there. You know, there was nothing good about it. So it was one of those things that I think they needed it to regulate the service, but then as they got better tech and were able to regulate it without having to have the box in the middle to control the signal, they were able to get the signalman out of there. Because no one wanted to do that. Ed says, I believe they tried giving financial incentives for working in this box, but it didn't work.
I can believe that.
Yeah, you don't care how much you're paying me, I'm going down.
You could marry me £1 million, you'd never get me down there. Up today, probably yes, probably Moggy, yeah.
I was just thinking you're probably overstating the financial incentives. That they were probably offering an extra sandwich or something. Proper BR sandwich.
Yeah. One you used to hit against the table and it would, you know, it wouldn't move.
Break the table.
Yeah, break the table, yeah. Extra cup of tea. Paul Transport TV said, yeah, most.
Oh, I never turn down an extra cup of tea. If you're offering, white with no sugar, thanks.
Power tank. Yeah, Joe said with half a slice of ham in. Yeah, yeah. Cardboard ham. Don't forget. Must admit, I found some of the adverts along, because I've noticed some of the there is adverts along the route. It's quite funny seeing some of the adverts on the route that says, you know, try our baked potatoes, 10 pence. Apparently the National Grid own the tunnels now. See when I bring power on and up speed. See as I bring power on, it changes the armature field. Yeah, alright for a little while, baked bean kid. I'm only 1 mile an hour over.
That's where they start. 1 mile an hour over, and the next thing you know, they're only 1 mile an hour over. And the next thing they know, they're only 1 mile an hour over that. Before you know it,
yeah,
then you'll be doing what I did in one of my early streams back when I was streaming a lot. I started streaming.
What was that? What did you do?
Well, I was driving an ICE out of Munich, heading for Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Yeah.
I think it was the way we were going. And I hadn't at that point really grasped German signalling properly.
Right.
So I was blasting along at 160 kilometers an hour, the speed limit.
Yeah.
Totally didn't see or didn't understand the implications of the green-yellow signal that I was coming up on. And blew into a 40 kilometer an hour speed limit, 160 kilometers an hour. My score on that scenario was less than good. I think I hit minus 100,000 by the time I slowed down to 40 kilometers an hour.
Got another 76 going past now. This one's on the passes. Something you don't often see now at parcels trains.
No. Yes, this train has got regenerative brakes, baked bean kid. They're all kinds of good fun. Switching onto those. Did these operate in pairs? I believe so. By singles and pairs, depending on what they were hauling, I think, Chris.
Yeah. Here's where we are on the map. And we have got to go to there, so not too far now. Only 13 miles away. Alright, we got reached 50, so we can now put the regenerative brakes on. So how do I do that?
Oh God, you're going to ask me? Alright, and so you need to right, your throttle's off. Look over to the right hand side. Ed. Ed.
Ed.
And you need to switch it into the right hand lever. I think comes all the way to the bottom, or does it? Yeah, I think it does.
To this one.
Yeah, regenerative brake one. I think comes all the way to the bottom.
Like that.
Right, and then I think you put the left-hand one. No, I'm guessing. Actually guessing.
That's the reverse lever, that one. That's the combination.
It's been so long since I've driven this thing.
We're gaining speed.
Hang on. I will consult the oracle that is a manual written by Mr. Finnick himself.
I'm sure I had a go at this working earlier. Put it back into neutral. Just use the air brakes.
Do. Manuals. English. Woodhead Electric Railway in BR Blue. Right.
Apparently people are asking if you're going to have a turkey tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
I don't think we are. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Got cooked up. Well, I imagine my wife will do something for us. She's American. As long as it involves pumpkin pie, I'm happy.
I've lowered our speed quite dramatically, so we can now bring the
Right, so if you increase the regenerative handle until armoured bolts match the line bolts.
Oh, I see. Right, I'll get
I'll
get some speed on again.
I'm going to eat my turkey. You're going to be mad. But turkey'd be mad, I'll tell you.
Poor old turkey. Arsenal Fan TV has asked what train is this? Is a class BR class 76. Go. It's amazing how many buttons this has got. There's like many buttons and things, and it's like, whoa, okay. Make sure I don't press that one.
Yeah, there are a lot of buttons on this. Is the line here AC and DC? Oh, DC. It's DC 1.5 kV, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was saying it. It was saying the cab, I don't think we'll know. Let's turn off, we don't need the cab lights on now. Okay, let's turn the lights on. Right, we're nearly at full line speed, so I think my brakes came in a bit too hard. Right, now I can drop the power down because we're now at line speed. So, you said with the regenerative brakes we've got to do it until they line up, is that right?
Yeah.
And that is between the field and the amps, is that right?
Let me see what he said here. Armature volts match the line volts. Which is the left two gauges, rightly?
Right, they should be lined up like that.
Yeah. So once they're lined up, put the power handle into full field.
Full field, like that.
That's it.
Yep.
And now you drive the train using the regen handle, which can both increase the speed and decrease.
See if speed goes down.
See your amps. See your amps going further negative as you pull that down. And you should see the speed coming down.
Yeah, it's coming down now. Look at that. You're learning how to drive a train on or possibly not how to do it.
It's really interesting though that again, if you need to speed up, you can just use the same handle to speed up. You don't have to take it out of regen braking, apply the power, and keep switching between the two. This can actually, in this mode, it can actually apply power as well as take power.
It's really good, isn't it? It's clever.
It feels like if Jamie makes the wrong move with this thing, he's going to get shocked. Well, imagine the in real thing, the amount of, I can't know what you guys are hearing because I can't hear Jamie's audio, but imagine the humming and the buzzing going on behind you and all the traction motors and so forth. You've got a little electrical power station behind you.
Yeah.
I can imagine it's, I want to say a hair-raising experience, but I don't think I'll get away with it.
I mean, imagine the drivers having to learn this. That when these were brought out, I mean, there was nothing really like it, was there? Anywhere else on the network. So you were used to steam. I mean, diesels weren't even about when these were brought out, were they? So. We're doing line speed, I'll try and do some lights.
Oh yeah, the ride is a slow joint, but being so close to a major electrical installation behind you in the train. Liam, there'll be more news on the Dirty nearer the time. Oh, Ed, hey Matt, when can we have this in TSW? Oh, I'd love this in TSW. Proper trains. Proper
Oh,
trains.
look at that! Was that
Nicely
timed or
done.
was that timed? Look at that.
That's very good. Are you going to allow for more third-party route builders on TSW2? Contact our third-party team, Dean, but we're not stopping anybody at this point who wants to get involved as a third-party developer. You just have to get in touch with the third-party team, and they will sort you out. Go through the process. There's more than just rivet-making routes already, so.
Far away now. Down to 1 in 100 now.
I think they're on the roadmap, Baked Bean Kid. You never read that? Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Baked Bean Kid is not on the roadmap, no, it's true.
Apparently someone's asking if this is the loco behind you, I think. No, this is a different
I'm
loco.
sitting in a TGV.
Yeah. Again, we've got another station that's...
More old railways.
Funnily enough, there's a trolley down here. There you go. This is the posters I was talking about. So we've got one here. APT, the shape of travel to come. How wrong were they when they thought of that?
Oh, I don't know. The APT itself might not have lasted that long, but the legacy of the APT lives on in
Yeah.
lots of trains that definitely have lasted.
They got hot baked potatoes with butter, 10p. Looks like it's even been changed, the price. You know.
See that, George Ross?
Motor rail, there you go. There's your rotor rail map. Oh, a lot more than I thought on motor rail, I didn't know. And then there's this one. Skateboards prohibited in this station area.
30-mile-an-hour limit any second now.
Oh, and I'm doing
You're not even adhering to the 50.
I'm sure we'll be okay, he says. It's only a short section of... I've got a nice viaduct coming up when it decides it wants to load in. Give it a couple of minutes.
It's lovely.
It's funny now because we can now put more power down because
Who has their Teams notices on? That's me.
yeah,
Someone pinged me.
like ping.
Oh no, it wouldn't be. You can't hear me. But probably what you got was Jamie's team notice from me sending in a channel that he happens to be on at the same time.
That's
so.
probably what it is. Yeah, we've got an EMU now.
Oh, I love those. They're awesome. I love those things.
They used to be everywhere, didn't they? Then.
Yeah,
The
it's
first
really
sort
nice
of
track. What's really interesting is it's quite easy to slip, but if you're driving it from the other end, you have no you don't know if you're slipping except for the fact you've applied power and nothing's happening.
Oh really? There you go. Yeah,
Yes, I will drive this route with that unit all day. It's really good.
Because they used to have them at Liverpool Street, and very, very similar EMUs, didn't they? In the early days.
Possibly there were a number of EMUs that looked flat, lifeless, and undesigned and badly thought out like that. I mean, as in not creative. They were very functional.
Yeah. They
Someone
did as they
just
said on the tin, but
Yeah.
which they literally were. They were a tin can, basically.
What's wrong with functional? Nothing's wrong with functional. Ed. Get back in your box. I said I liked the logo. Darn it!
Darn it! Southern doesn't seem to like that word. Moggy said, "What is that? A tin can or spam can?"
Functional. No, functional.
Oh, functional. I know they just slip a lot. Don't they, the Southern locos? Oh dear.
Guess you had another railway line joining us from the left before.
No, it's joined in now. There you go. This is the older yard. So if I go over here,
Ah, I see.
there's the older yard. Like you can see where it's all been.
Yep. Yep.
Not an original brake van. Obviously
It's another one that's really interesting to compare date times and so forth on is the Western Lines of Scotland with the West Coast Main Line over Shap. Because Western Lines of Scotland, you go north out of Carlisle and you go via Kingmore Yard, Kingmore Depot and all the sidings up there. But if you go up there in West Coast Main Line over Shap, it's all been cut right back. It's BR times now, and it's been cut from one of the biggest yard areas in the country to there's a yard there.
Yeah, it's amazing when you look at this and you think how much yard they got rid of. I mean, you can see by just that whole area would have been yards before.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still got yards up there because obviously they're further up. You can see just there. But actually, there's something I forgot to show you up there. There's a class 31 in the siding. Oh, I can't see it now, but there it is. Just there. There you go. So we're being pulled away by the loco.
Bit of Goyle action.
Yeah. nearly there. 4.7 miles. You can see here, there used to be a line in here coming through. Look, there you go. Even yards here. Look, there you go. You can just see by the amount of lines that there used to be, because you can see how far it was put in, can't you? You know.
Yeah.
I'll just come up to this station here because this is quite interesting. When it wants to load. Because this is an upgrade as well, I think, this station. This one had an upgrade. I can't remember the name of the station. Oh, it is. Hattersley. You see, they've put a new walkway over. A typical BR racing as well.
Yeah.
Different sort of view, there you go.
Oh, that's lovely.
.6 miles, there we go. Some different type of yard, there you go. It's interesting as well because he's modelled it as if, you know, you've got the transition in wagons as well.
Mm.
So you've got the original BR stock and the new sort of like rail freight coming in. New tankers as well. PCA tankers.
PCAVs.
PCAVs.
Are they sea cows behind? Are they sea cows behind you?
These ones?
Yeah.
These ones? A sea lion, these ones apparently.
Sea lion. They're sea lion. I can never tell the difference between a sea lion and a sea cow.
And you got the original box fans.
Moggy, no. The answer is not. Which one goes moo?
What's Moggy asking?
He's not. I'm just predicting. Because Moggy's not predictable in the slightest.
And then you got the express parcels. There you go. Look. Express parcels wagons. Which are these?
I do like those NKVs.
Yeah.
They're nice.
I think I saw one of these being broken up at Ipswich recently. Three miles.
Ah, you love parcels vans, Moggy. Don't you lie. You have fond memories of parcel vans.
And you have fond memories of fish fans, don't you, Matt?
Shh.
Goose has asked, why do they call wagons sea cow? Is it a cow in the sea? I don't know why they call them certain names. I think it's just something that they do.
Yeah, I think they were just codes.
Yeah. They had shark, brake van. Is it shark?
Yeah, the shark was a brake van. Yeah.
And dogfish.
Dogfish wagons. Yeah.
I think it was a catfish one as well. Wasn't it?
It's easier to remember sea cow than YGH or some other combination. Dogfish was a ZFV. A Grampus was a ZBQ.
Was that a Grampus? Was it?
A Grampus, a BR Grampus ballast open unfitted air piped wagon was a ZBQ. There was a Dolphin, which was a ZAO.
Yeah.
Halibut from YCA.
Oh, halibut.
Laureate, Ling. BR ballast lamprey. BR and LMS oyster ballast plough brake vans.
Yeah.
They're very fishy, this. It's very fishy.
There's something fishy about that list.
I know, yeah, I am indeed on Paul Barlow's website. Yes.
They're guessing you out. That's a bit of a Colonel Cam.
When are we stopping?
In about 1.8 miles, so we're alright.
Okay.
We've got a little while yet. Talking about 31, I think we're just about to pass one. Oh, hello. Camera's had a bit of a... Where are we? That'd be us.
Michael Potter, this route is Woodhead Electric Railway in BR Blue.
There you go, some growling from the 31.
Featuring the greatest era in railways.
We got bailed out by that.
Chris, it's a 31. It's a 31, not a tract. Go back to school.
It's raining, man. Old and new wagons.
All sorts of stuff in there.
I must admit, there's some good AI in this.
And plenty of traffic.
Yeah, nearly there now. I think we're coming up to Galton Works, aren't we? This is Galton, I think, up here. Is that Galton Works?
Looks a bit like it, I guess. I don't really know the area very well. I always enjoy the route, but never really got the geography of the north. I tend to drive through it as quickly as I can.
I'm going to turn off the regenerative brakes now, because I don't think they're going to be much use to us now.
Yeah, north of the Thames Market. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't worry, Dominic. We had I had the regenerative brakes on all the time, so actually we were braking the whole way down. So it's been absolutely so, but we're okay. The guide bridge is now coming into sight.
Tarolyn, I hope you're feeling better. I am indeed. Thank you very much. I enjoy the workshop. I've always enjoyed the workshop streams, Tarolyn. I like the opportunity to take a look at what people are making with the game and live through their experiences that they're creating.
I noticed one thing with this: you're starting to get the plastic bags next to the railway line now, next to the line side. It's quite funny. The clutter and stuff, you know. Spinsy. It's really good with that
Paul, I must admit, I don't know the answer to that question, I'm afraid, Paul. Your best bet might be to post that on the forums.
So we've got a lot of wag. Look at the state of that yard. Look, tons.
Do you mean a G-Tel custom hitcher? Yeah, we might have to do that, actually. That'd be
What's that? We've got another DMU. Very slow DMU.
Yeah, you have to try and find a gas turbine scenario at some point.
Yes. What type of DMU is
Go
that?
for it. Go for it. Oh, that's a Craven's 105.
105.
What you could do is find a scenario featuring the British gas turbine, the one that Victory Works did, that looks a bit like a spam can.
Looks a bit like a Class 20 with a spam can put together, doesn't it?
Yeah. And do one user and find another scenario using the G-Tel on Sherman Hill. Yeah, have a gas turbine special workshop Wednesday.
Yes, that would be good. That's right, we're doing underneath the
They're both
screen.
fascinating. They're both fascinating trains to drive, and the startup procedures, as Baked Bean Kid says, are quite interesting. They are a scenario in themselves.
Do you think that's a more interesting enough yard? Look at that, look, you got blooming EMUs.
That's really good.
And
That's really good.
you got 3 76s together.
You want a GWR steam era route? Well, Riviera in the 50s would be the quintessential example of it, Tarolin. Falmouth branch line would be another one. Oh, that's much older. Riviera in the 50s is probably one of my favourite steam era routes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look at that coming in.
If you jump onto Steam Workshop, there's some interesting GWR Steam as well on there. I can't remember the ones off the top of my head, but hunt around a bit using in the available routes. There are some really nice ones actually. Some of them are not particularly long, but they're beautiful scenery. I've run some on the earlier Workshop Wednesday streams as well. There's one on the Steam Workshop. My author is Philip, I think is his username. Yeah, he's got some really interesting stuff up.
Oh, look what I found. Look what I found.
Oh, fantastic.
This one is Northwest.
It's the Gronk.
It's the Gronk. I think this is another one we need to do. We need to do a Gronk scenario just for someone special, don't we?
Yes. Absolutely.
Question is it full of fuel? Yes, it's full. Coming in nice and steady.
You made Moggy wait until the very end.
What's that?
It said you made Moggy wait until the very end.
I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Very end of the scenario, and there you are. There's the. Coming in nice and steady. There we are, into Guide Bridge. There we go. Look at that. Wait for the timing to go
Nicely
up.
done.
Yeah, that was a nice stop, that was.
What class is the EMU? It's 506, isn't it?
I think so. Was it 509? There's your number on the front. There you go. Going to Manchester Piccadilly. It's quite an interesting period because you had DMUs and EMUs, didn't you? So again, let's have a look
Oh
at
yeah,
this
all
scenario.
sorts. Yeah, it's a 506.
There we go. Right, I will now get the next scenario, which is a smaller, shorter one.
He's back in his favourite type of train now, folks.
Yeah. Come on, Steam. I mean, Steam. Come on, trains. There we go. Right. Yeah, this is a learning one for me, so I thought I'd have a go with this one. Now I've got to find it, wherever it's gone. There we go. And there we go. Custom pictures of... Wait, no, Natalie, stop.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, it is a thing. Yes, it is a thing.
So
Flying
what
through
is
the
a nut?
platform and you get one door on the end. And the door opens.
As long as you get one door on in the end, it counts.
Yeah. That's apparently a Natalie stop.
That's fine. As long as one door is in the platform and the door's open, you're good.
Yeah. Here we go. Welcome to Quincy. A couple in industries served by a little short line have called the station agent to them to let them know that cars are loaded and ready to go to Western Pacific Interchange at Quincy Junction. First pick up of 2 box cars at Cedar Mill. Get your locomotive ready and proceed there. Now, I don't know how to drive this.
And I haven't been reading up. It's a while since I've driven it. It's not too bad, this one.
Yeah.
This is one of Smokebox's locos.
It
I remember
is.
when it first came out. If you look at the side profile of the loco, one of the comments that the locomotive got was that clearly the wheels are way too small. Someone's got that wrong. And that's how big they really are.
Yeah.
Because this loco is not meant for speed. This loco is meant for actually quite tremendous hauling power.
Yeah.
So the little wheels and the big pistons mean it delivers quite a significant amount of force on the rail. But no, it is not a particularly fast locomotive. Yeah. Mike went to tons of on the various animations and so forth. Yes, it's really.
So I know there's something I need to do. I need to get the cab lights on first. I can't remember how to do it. I think it's here somewhere. So I know it's something. It's either the generator steam throttle or the compressor.
Yeah, you need the generator steam throttle on because that's what generates power, and then the lights will turn on once you've got that on.
I need the compressor then.
Probably compressor, yes, because it's an air brake train. You'll also want to turn the lubricators on.
There you go. Lubricated main valve. There we go. That's up. There we go.
I think you just And if you zoom in on the things, you should see the dot rising. See the bubble on the lubricators. You just want to make sure you can see the bubble going up.
Should be
Until you can see that bubble going up, it's not working.
Can't see the bubble. Where's the bubble?
It's not going. It's not going up. It's just sitting there on the top of the thing. See, I can't remember what the sequence is. Move the other lever back where it was. The one on top.
Ah. Yeah.
And then move the bottom one up. Hang on, I'll go find the manual again.
I've got blower, injector steam throttle, there we go. Probably what I haven't got. There's a lubrication steam throttle there.
Oh, right.
Let's try that.
Right, smokebox Lima consolidation manual.
Got that open. Pressure's open. So we've got
Right, put the you need the hydrostatic lubricator feed control, which is the bottom left. The bottom of those lubricator controls needs to be in the up position to be in open.
So this one, oil feed.
The one that's pointing, that's it. The oil feed master valve. You want to set that up.
So that needs to be closed. Yeah. That should be correct then, unless I've not opened this.
So turn on the lubricator steam throttle by rotating the valve anti-clockwise. So find the steam throttle and make sure it's turned anti-clockwise.
So that's anti-clockwise, there you go.
For the steam throttle, the main valve. They both, so the steam throttle and the main valve both need to be anti-clockwise.
Yep, both are anti-clockwise now.
In which case, I don't know, because that's what it says to do.
Yeah. Right, so let's just do this.
Probably means there's something else.
Right, there we go. Open the cylinder cocks.
Just on without lubrication. Yeah, no, it's fine, baby. It'll be fine. You'll be This is a lovely loco, though. It really is.
Yeah.
This is one of these ones that you will have to practice on.
Let's try again. We're off. There we go.
We're going. Don't say prime, make me kid. No, don't jinx it by saying the word prime.
Oh, hello. Oh dear.
There you go. And so in order to demonstrate what happens if you don't turn the lubrication on, This is why we did this, so that you could see what happens if you don't have lubrication turned on.
There you go. Yeah.
So let's restart this and turn the lubrication on.
Let's restart it. Oh dear. You're learning a lot today. Oh dear. We will get there. We will get there. B9 Bot 1 has just said, take it back to the shop. And the wheels just went clonk, yep. All the rods fell off and everything caught fire. No, I didn't blow it up, no. No, but I would have made the engineers not very happy.
Just have me running alongside, oiling it as you go.
Yeah. Right.
See you later, Liam.
Right, let's do the... Right, let's get the compressor on and that on. So I can then do the cab light. There we go. So, this is the lubrication, so that needs to be anti-clockwise. That needs to be anti-clockwise, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this, which is the oil feed master valve, needs to be closed rather than all open.
Yeah, it needs to be up, facing up, yeah.
Yep. Right.
Yep.
That is now it's set up, in theory. Blowers there.
Yeah. And yet, droplets remain firmly in the nope position.
Yeah. There is no other button to press there. Oh, hello, bubbles are rising. Here we go.
Oh, we got them.
We got them, they're rising. There we go. They've gone.
They are going. Good, good, good.
There
We're
we
just
go.
possibly being impatient then.
Yep. Right, let's bring this down. Bring this down to stages. There we go. I read some bits on it.
It's got latches so that if you press using the keyboard to move it, you don't move it too far in one go, because you might only want to remove it into minimum apply rather than release. So
Yeah.
it'll latches you, and you have to release it, wait a couple of seconds, and then redo it again.
We're off.
Such a nice locomotive. There's a Steam Workshop route that I can't remember the name. Majestic Falls. Majestic Falls. This locomotive is so at home on Majestic Falls. It is ridiculous how at home this is on that. Particularly in the sort of the logging area of the route, where the track is all rickety. And this thing just rocking its way along the line, hauling 3 or 4 logging wagons, just looks... It's a picture.
There we go. We're getting somewhere now. I do love the rock. Look at this. I mean, you can get right down low and do this and that.
Yeah, Mike puts a ton of detail into the animations.
Oh, Rick was just open. It's just opened itself. Water and coal are okay for it. I like how you can open the doors on this. When you go outside, you can see. Look at that. See the doors open. Pretty good that.
Hello, Will the train spotter. Yeah, Smokebox also did the FEF3, and is currently working on the Big Boy. Should be another impressive achievement.
Headlight and tail light should be on there. Put the indicator lights on as well. Power on. And no HUD using for this, it's all hand controlled.
No, you can't, because you can see the effectively what you're seeing in the HUD as the red lever there you'd normally use for throttle is actually the steam chest.
Yeah.
Will, there are no CSX routes in the road map, no. The CSX locomotive, C40-AW.
Crossing coming up now, and I think we pick up the box vans not far from here. They're the box vans, there they go.
Which route is this? This is
Feather River Canyon.
Oroville Kenny. Yeah, oh yeah, Feather River Canyon, yeah. I love that route, it's very scenic.
The bell going then. Some good camera views on this as well. Junction. Yeah, it's a bit like the Wild West. Yeah.
Will Smith jumping out in front of you soon.
Or Johnny Depp.
It still amuses me when we run these locos and I see teammates sitting in the cabs. So we've got Gray sitting next to us in the engine in the fireman's seat on the left hand side there. He's he's the lead artist on the environment team, and I guess you've probably got Derek sitting on the seat that you're in if you look at it from outside.
All out. Look at that, skidding a bit. And have flat tyres at this rate. Look at that.
It's a bit of skidding between friends.
Here's the driver.
Oh no, that's not Derek. That's possibly one that Mike's done actually. I don't remember that fella.
Break this off, bring the reverser up.
Yeah, we didn't bring the red bricks with us, Grand Space. Careful of your steam chest while you reverse.
Yeah.
Alright folks, we're taking bets. Matchsticks or couple? What do we think? Matchsticks or couple?
I think I'm probably gonna couple at this rate.
Or stop?
Oh.
Bunch?
Whatever in there is broken now. Oh, we're coupled. There we go. Just everything in there is rather broken.
It's one of the techniques you've got to get used to when you're driving. So you know from when you were driving the real ones is because there's a delay on from when you use the regulator to when it fills the steam chest to when you actually get your motion. When you're doing movements like this, effectively what you do is you open close.
Yeah.
And then a beat or two later, you'll hear the loco will then react to it.
Yeah.
You don't leave it open until you see the reaction because it's too late then. You're already going to be going too fast.
Yeah.
The other thing that I quite often do is if I'm doing shunting manoeuvres like that, I'll do it with the drains open because then if you do happen to overdo it, you've got the steam is already evacuating from the drain. So that tends to mean that you have less punch when you hit wherever you're going into.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to be easy with it, you know, you just have to be careful with, you know. I love how they got the timing with the cylinder box as well.
What did you win? My unending streaming, Baked Bean Kid. You will get to listen to my voice even in your sleep.
You're getting a pair of headphones with Matt's voice in it, you know, for the rest of your life. There you go.
Dear Lord. Is that a prize? Not for Baked Bean Kid, it isn't. Well, for anybody, frankly, but. Moggy, you've got a semi-intelligent FEF3 question. Go on then.
Go on then, what is that?
I'm all ears.
Cat ears.
Never-ending shunting. Oh, even better idea. Never-ending shunting with full commentary. Derek clearly has mastered being evil far more than I have. Hey British Ace, how's it going? How does the startup procedure differ on the FEF3 when you've enabled its auto fireman? I honestly couldn't tell you, Moggy. I've got no idea. Whenever I use the FEF3, I have to give myself a half-hour retraining course because I use it so infrequently.
Yeah, we are getting there. We just got to pick up these three. Yeah, we're doing some shunting now. Hopefully I won't break these. I mean, these are literally matchsticks. Look at that, look. They are literally... I can't break much more than that, apart from splinters, I suppose.
Elite Productions wants to know if you can blow the whistle from in the cab.
There you go.
Yes. Find Mike Rennie, Moggy, and message him. I'm surprised it's not in the manual. Mike always writes a really, really detailed manual.
And there's the bell, there you go. Quite nice this firebox as well, because you can actually do it so it's got a timer on it, so it actually opens and closes the firebox on the timer, which is pretty cool. It does really, I mean, I must admit, I can understand why people are saying the wheels look so small, because they do, don't they? For the size
They
of
look
low,
silly small.
Yeah.
They look silly small, but if you look for pictures of the lemur consolidation, which is what this one is, that the AT&N used to use, this one, you'll find that they do have the wheels this small.
Junction.
It's Alabama, Tennessee, and Nashville, is it 18? Something like that. Dean McGregor, you can use. So this is an advanced mode steam engine. It does come with standard controls as well, which means you can just use the levers on the main HUD to drive it. And then the game also supports simple controls, which is just literally choose the direction and a lever for speeding up. So you've got options. Jamie is using it in full-on mode, but you don't have to.
Yeah,
Alex, of course you can ask a question. Sorry, Jamie.
That's alright. Yeah, I'm using it in full-blown mode. This is actually what the guy who's made the scenario actually has done 2 versions of the scenario. So you can have it in advanced or in a HUD mode. So it gives you the option of playing the scenario however best you want it to. But I thought, so I could learn how to do it and you could all see me try and learn it on the stream, then, you know.
Learning on the stream is always fun.
Yeah.
Elite Productions. So the AT&N is a Loco DLC on its own. Let me just have a quick look. I can't remember what route it covers the scenarios for.
I think it's Woodhead, I think. Not Woodhead.
Woodhead? No.
No, I think it's trying to remember the name of the Horseshoe Curve. That's the one.
Yeah, Horseshoe Curve. So you'd want to have Horseshoe Curve and the AT&N consolidation would be all you'd need to use. It's plus obviously Train Simulator itself.
Yeah, we are a couple.
Crunch!
It's a big crunch.
Gonna hit the buffers next.
I think we're okay. Oh. 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 Let's see if we can get this moving. No, we've... I think on... I think on that note, I think we might leave that there.
Derailed.
I'm derailed. Oh dear. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, how to drive a steam engine.
Yeah.
Almost as successful as my first time doing a tutorial on how to drive a steam engine.
Yeah.
At least you didn't blow it up, though.
I didn't blow it up.
Everyone walked away from the steam engine going, oh well. Whereas when I did a tutorial on how to drive a steam engine, no one walked the steam engine.
To be honest, I mean, the Loco would be able to haul that back on. To be honest.
Easy.
You know.
No problem.
Although I don't think that wagon would have gone through that very well.
No, you'd have bounced off those. So
Yeah.
never mind.
There we go.
Never mind. It was a good effort.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the consolidation, folks. It's a really tremendous train, and it does, as Jamie said, it comes with standard and advanced versions in the same pack. So don't be put off by the fact that there's a lot of complexity there. If you don't want it right now, you can go with a simple version and just, the complex one is there if you fancy a challenge and you want to step up to it. Yeah, it's good fun to drive. It doesn't go quick, but it's powerful. It's a powerful little thing, and it dates back. It's an old Loco, this thing.
I should have the build date. Sorry, no. I thought it might have the build date on the. Yeah, but you see stuff like Nina, don't you?
1920s.
1920s, there you go.
1920s. So yeah, pretty old locomotive. It's lovely. So, but there it is, folks. And then the other thing we did today was the scenario on the Woodhead Electric in BR Blue,
Yep.
driving the 76, and again, well worth a look. Really good fun, really different to drive. So, a couple of fantastic scenarios there, Jamie.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, who was this scenario by?
I'm not entirely sure with this one.
What was
I
it
know
called?
it's something Quincy. Quincy Road.
Something Quincy. It's going
Something
to help
Run
narrow
with
it down.
Quincy, I think. Oh, Run to Quincy, I think it's called.
Let's have a quick look. Let's make sure we give our credits where they are due.
Yeah. And I've just shown you how not to drive it.
Steam on the Quincy.
Yeah.
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 Was it Steam on the Quincy? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
got it in both versions. Press
Yeah.
F1.
I don't think it will, because I've derailed it.
Okay. Press escape and go back to the menu then. If it's Steam on the Quincy, it's by Fleagle 475.
Yeah.
Looks like
Steam
it.
on
I
the
can
Quincy,
see the logo.
there you go.
Yeah, Steam on the Quincy. It comes in two versions. That's by Fleagle 475. Anyway, folks, we should probably wrap it up here instead of sitting here waffling and enjoying a derailed train.
There we go. Oh, I've
Oh,
done bad
Robbo
drive.
Farrell there with a bit of salt and a bit of shade. Have you thought of setting up a driving school? Yes, absolutely. Everyone should be learning to drive their trains from me.
Yeah, that's where I've learned that from. There you go. I've learned how to derail. There you go.
Yeah. Lesson 1, blowing up the boiler. Lesson 2, derailing the train. Lesson 3, pushing the fish wagons into the sea.
Yeah.
Lesson 4, how to stop at stations. Lol.
Oh dear. I mean, that's pretty good going. I mean, for how long I've been streaming and I haven't derailed once, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. All right, then.
All right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.